opening up the main card at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Joel Alvarez taking on Elves Brener. Joel Alvarez, 20-3 in his career. 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off yet another submission win. He's taking on Elves Brener, 16-4 in his career. 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off a decision loss to an actual caveman. They dug him up. They melted the glacier, and Motobek Orobai worked his way out of it and took Elves Brener down a bunch of times. Joel Alvarez is a guy that people are very, very, very high on. People have loved this man to the ends of the earth. At one point in time, the Joel Alvarez fan base was convinced he was the best fighter on planet Earth.
Do you remember when people picked him against Armin?
Dude, I picked Armin. We were
both all over Armin.
Dude, and the hate was insane. And Armin was a 2-1 favorite.
Dude, I was all over Joel.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, my very first experience with the MMA YouTube hate world
Haterade.
When I picked Armin Sarukian to beat Joel Alvarez. I picked a 2-1 favorite to win a fight, and the hate was crazy. It was my first experience with it, and the hate was nuts. And then Armin Sarukian did exactly to Joel Alvarez what you just myrtleized him. Hey, do you know what that's from?
No.
If you don't know, I'm not going to say. Let's see how long it takes people in the chat to know what myrtleize him is from. Let me know when you see it. I'm going to go back to my script. Joel Alvarez is very good.
How am I going to know when I see it? I don't know what the answer is.
You'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
Joel Alvarez is insanely tall for this division, and he's very, very dangerous. He's got slick, sharp striking. He's got incredible jiu-jitsu.
Oh, it's from your mom.
I thought you got it there for a second.
Well, you said that's what's you'll know it when you see it, and that's the first one caught my eye.
How are these idiots not get? You're all idiots.
It's from the Water Boy.
It's not from the Water Boy. When I tell you, you're all going to go, oh, and some of these people are probably too young, but you shouldn't be. Anyway, Joel Alvarez, he's good everywhere. He's got submissions. If you even look at this guy on the ground, you're getting submitted unless you're Armin Sarukian. Armin Sarukian is the only human being that has taken him down in the UFC and didn't get submitted. Everybody else was submitted. Joel Alvarez can piece you up on the feet. He can submit you on the ground. What he cannot do is defend a takedown, though. What he cannot do is get a takedown either. 0. No takedowns whatsoever. But if you take him down, you could have some trouble. Joel Alvarez is a very good fighter, but he has no control over where a fight actually takes place. Nope. He's taking on Elves.
Snagglepuss.
Somebody is watching this live or listening on Spotify, and they're fuming right now because they know what it's from, and none of you buffoons
Saving Ryan's Privates.
Myrtleize them. You'll get there. If I tell you the character that says it, then
someone said, bro, you're 40 years of age. Probably nobody knows those fucking movies that you were watching.
Everybody knows this
Ice
movie.
Age.
It's not Ice Age. Stop shouting movies out. Elves Brener is the opponent, and this guy has a whole bunch of knockouts. No. In that era of movie, though. Not genre, but era. Shut the fuck up and let me do this breakdown. Elves Brener has a handful of underdog knockout wins in the UFC.
Excuse me?
We talked about his knockout.
Excuse me. We
gotta get through
Not this week, not today. Are you going to talk to me like that after the weekend I had wearing these fucking diamond chains and these fucking Dolce & Gabbana sunglasses?
Not from the Sandlot. It's not from the Goonies. It's not
living
from the
in Rio. You're going to apologize right now.
I'm sorry. It's not from Transformers. It's not from. There we go. Finally, 3 Ninjas. Tum Tum says it. Let's myrtleize them. It's crazy it took people that long. And
you
now
seen
you know.
Mac and Me?
No, I got to continue. Elves Brener. Dude has big boy power in his hands. Couple of underdog knockout wins. But he's not a striker, even though he's convinced who he is with those big knockout wins. He's actually a grappler. He just likes to buy time with the striking, move his way forward, get the fights to the ground. He is athletic enough to strike with you. He obviously has some power in his hands. He's a very tough, very durable guy. He's also very dangerous. He is coming off that decision loss to Motobek Orobai, where he had a miserable weight cut, but he did showcase his toughness. What the hell are you doing, Joey? This is a tough fight to pick, honestly, because Elves Brener is the more well-rounded fighter here, and he's certainly dangerous, but not as dangerous as Joel. I also don't trust Elves Brener to not shoot takedowns, because if he does shoot a takedown, unless he's like Arman Sarukian, he's going to be in some trouble. Because anybody else who has taken down Joel Alvarez was submitted. I am going to pick Elves Brener, and I'm not insanely confident in that, but I do think he's going to get it done because I think Elves Brener can avoid the submissions, and I think he can land some big power on the feet. Jacob, can you give us a prediction on this fight instead of just being whatever the hell's going on?
Can you read your last
I'm not
message?
Reading.
Can you read it, please?
So Jacob, who is also capable of commenting as we want picks, said, guys, this is Angelo. I just wanted to tell you I got 8. This is my last show. Okay, you got it. Jesus, dude, what is happening? What is happening? Can you let us know who's going to win this fight? This is crazy.
Oh, my God. Don't let me win Lock of the Week again. I'm going to be fucking unbearable if I hit another one. Yeah, listen. Elvis Brenner's a guy where it's like he's been able to survive in these fights. This dude getting the fucking shit beat out of him in a lot of these fights. And it's like, how many fights can he survive like that? Because Joel Alvarez is kind of one of those guys where you're going to have to survive. He's going to come with the very dynamic striking. And if it goes to the ground, Angel, is there something that we need to bring up right now? Is there
comments are wild right now because of your insane message. Can you continue, please?
Well, I want to say that I think that you're brave for letting us out. I've known that for a while, and it was a secret that I was keeping from everyone. But I'm glad that you were able to. From here on out, it's just going to be me, guys. So settle in. And again, on the ground, Joel Alvarez isn't one of those guys he is one of those guys that just wants to play off his back. But he is very, very live for all of those off your back type of submissions. Honestly, Brener, being a shooter box guy, should be able to withstand all that, right? He should be able to get the takedowns whenever he wants with the offensive striking pressure that comes with Joel Alvarez. Okay, that you're getting a little overwhelmed in the striking, boom, you're going to get an easy takedown. And on the ground, it seems like Elvis should be able to survive when you think about his also knowledge in jiu-jitsu and the people he trains with and all this stuff. He should know, and Angelo, it's both arms in, you're nice and tight, you're not putting hands on the canvas, right? Otherwise, you're going to snake. He likes those strong overhooks. If he has one of those strong overhooks, let's watch the hips. Let's keep those hips covered, right? That's very important. It's going to be very important for Elvis Brener in this fight. I think he can do it, survive, and then we've seen, as fights go on, he just gets better and better. So I think Joel Alvarez could be in trouble in the second and third if it gets there, and I think it's going to get there. So I'm all over Elvis Brener in this matchup, and I get the people that love him as a dog.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
You want to read some of these comments that you're giggling
There's
about?
a lot of them, dude. There's a lot of comments about the fake diagnosis you threw out there. Somebody just donated $2 and said, for Angelo's AIDS treatment, you are very brave.
You are very brave.
Somebody said the high noons make sense, and then somebody said, well, that's what got him here. So it's the comments are.
And it wasn't gay sex. It was dirty needles.
Okay. That's how I'm so jacked.
It was dirty needles, guys. So
Steroid
don't even think that I gave it to him.
Steroid.
It was dirty needles. I don't have it yet. It's just mine's still HIV.
Okay, this is Elves Brener, $7,900 in DraftKings Fantasy. Joel Alvarez, $8,300. Joel Alvarez, if he wins he scores those points. He's winning by finish. He's submitting people. He's putting those points on the board. But Jacob and I are on the same side here. I think Elves can survive what happens on the ground. Certainly has the power on the feet to make it dangerous. I will probably spend that $7,900. What do you think, Jakey boy?
I think so, Angelo.
There we go. My favorite comment with this fake narrative you threw out there was, one last let's go Dan for Angelo.
Let's go, guys. Everyone in the chat, like the stream if you haven't already, by the way. That's the very basic you can do. But everyone in the chat, even if you haven't typed anything all night, let's go. Thank you, Dan.
All right, come on. We got it.
If
you do want to unlock the picks, the bets, the round line leans, the tools, and more, all the way through UFC 305, it's only $10 for an entire month. Not an event, not $100 an event, and then I'm down money anyway. It's scratching and clawing. $10 for an entire month. And it's not just picks. It's not just bets. There's a whole suite of tools as well. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. We got a couple of super chatterooskies. $1.90. Oh, we already did this one.
I was like, yeah, damn, they're persistent. Jesus Christ.
$1.99 from
You've been
Diaz.
ready to bust that nut for 45 fucking minutes. Holy shit.
Diaz Auto Detailing. $1.99. Do you guys see yourself doing this in 10 years? I don't know. I don't know if Angelo, guys, this is 100% serious. I think Angelo would agree. 10 years for Angelo, that's going to be pushing it. I think it's 4 to 6. In 10 years, my oldest will be 17, and I might die of a heart attack. Like just a stress heart attack, dude.
I don't think you're going to make it there, man.
If she has she's very
I think
pretty.
It's going to be me walking those kids across that graduation stage, or I guess you don't walk them across, and I'll be at their weddings being like, your dad would have been so proud. Your dad would have been so proud.
He was so good at
guys. He would have fucking. Thank God for your food costs are half of what they could have been if your father was here. So you guys saved on shrimp.
$5 super chat from We Love Brutus. Brener versus Orobai. First human versus the last human. I mean, it is poor Motoback Orobai. That guy, him and Shiwiwi really only have one career path, and it was this. There wasn't much else that was going to work out.